Amid the towering peaks of Ladakh, where time is etched in stone and ice, a lone figure stands against the wind, gazing at the shifting landscape, one that holds the secrets of Earth's past, present and future. This is the story of Dr. Ritesh Arya, a Guinness World Record-holding geologist whose fearless pursuit of truth has shattered conventional narratives. His research, spanning decades, reveals a startling reality. Climate change is not man-made, but a natural, unstoppable cycle written into the fabric of our planet. Climate change is natural, enjoy it, it is the best time to be on Earth. One day, while drilling a bore well for the Indian Army along the banks of the Indus River, Dr. Ritesh Arya came across a newspaper article that would alter the course of his life. It discussed a UN report on man-made global warming. Dr. Arya couldn't believe what he was reading. As a geologist, I knew climate change, both warming and cooling, the natural cycle, day and night. Warming phases, transport materials deposited during cooling periods, but that was a belief. Science demands evidence. This contradicted Dr. Arya's geological observation. He had already discovered that many Himalayan glaciers had disappeared 1,000 years ago, long before industrialization. The IPCC's predictions were misleading because they ignored natural climate cycles. Global warming is natural. More glaciers mean more melting, leading to floods and increased sea levels, which increase the intensity of the cyclones. Fewer glaciers mean less water, challenging hydropower and irrigation systems. Only those civilizations that learn to manage their water resources will flourish in the changing times ahead. Determined to separate fact from perception, Dr. Arya embarked on a journey to uncover the geological proof of climate's natural cyclicity, one that would challenge conventional wisdom and reshape the debate. The first piece of evidence lay hidden beneath the surface. As Dr. Arya analyzed borehole samples from the drilling site, they initially revealed materials derived from the Ladakh, Bath and Stok Kangri glaciers, clear indicators of significant past glacial activity. The site, he realized, was at the confluence of the Kardung La and Stok Kangri glaciers. After 15 meters, the dominance of these two litho units decreased, and the borewell samples revealed different lithology, with traces of the ancient Indus glacier. This marked the beginning of a new phase in understanding significant past glacial activity. Dr. Arya stood at the drilling site, gazing at the towering Kardung La mountain range, home to the highest motorable road in the world. He had long suspected that the borehole samples originated from these glaciers. By analyzing the borehole samples, Dr. Arya calculated that the Kardung La and Stok Kangri glaciers had once stretched far beyond their current limits. His findings revealed that since the last ice age, approximately 11,714 years ago, the Kardung La glacier had retreated 23.9 kilometers. This evidence reinforced his earlier discovery. Glaciers had been advancing and receding long before human industrial activity. Soon, Dr. Arya was assigned another mission, this time to find water in western Ladakh. As he journeyed through the rugged terrain along the Indus River, his eyes were drawn to the towering Ladakh batholith in the northwest Himalayas. Its sheer magnitude was mesmerizing, but what intrigued him even more was the story hidden within its ancient granite. Upon closer examination, he realized these granites, formed deep beneath the Earth's surface, had been uplifted by tectonic forces over millions of years. Unlike softer rocks that erode easily, these resilient formations had withstood the test of time, preserving a record of past climate fluctuations. The Ladakh batholith was more than just a mountain, it was a natural archive. Within the Ladakh batholith, Dr. Arya made a startling discovery, a series of C-shaped patterns etched into the granite. At first they seemed like natural irregularities, but the more he observed, the clearer their story became. These formations weren't just random marks, they were a visual testament to Earth's climatic rhythm. Each sea cycle represented a natural pattern resembling alphabet C. The upper curve of this marked an ice age, a period of intense glaciation when erosion was minimal. The downward arc traced a gradual warming as the ice melted and landscapes began to transform. The central depression indicated peak warming, when flowing water carved deep into the rock, reshaping the terrain. The lower curve signified the onset of cooling, leading the Earth back into an ice age. Dr. Arya's sea cycle theory unveiled a fascinating symmetry in Earth's climate system, a pattern that had repeated for millions of years. Global warming phases fueled water abundance, triggering massive floods and intense cyclones, while cooling phases locked water into ice, forming glaciers and even causing extinctions. But what fascinated him most was the consistent thickness of these cycles, a clue that could hold significant geological, geomorphological, and taphonomic insights into Earth's climatic history. For Dr. Arya, the discovery of the sea cycle was more than a revelation. It was proof that nature itself had recorded the history of climate change long before humans ever began to study it. Dr. Arya's observations led to an even deeper revelation: the discovery of 10 distinct sea cycles, each narrating a chapter of Earth's climatic past. But there was an intriguing pattern. After every 4 cycles, there was a half cycle. This irregularity hinted at a recurring climatic shift, something that had shaped the planet for millennia. By analyzing the timeline, Dr. Arya made a groundbreaking calculation. Each full cycle spanned approximately 1,338 years. Each half cycle lasted around 669 years. Given the last ice age ended 11,714 years ago, these cycles traced a predictable pattern, from ice age to warming maxima and back, following a curved path etched into the Earth itself. Understanding these cycles is crucial, Dr. Arya reflected. They allow us to see the bigger picture. Climate change is not a hokey stick curve, nor is it solely man-made. It is a natural rhythm, a heartbeat of the planet that has existed long before us. His discovery provided a new framework for studying climate change, one that wasn't driven by fear but by scientific evidence of Earth's own history. The Lamayuru Monastery, built in 1006, coincided with the sudden glacial lake outburst of the Lamayuru Lake, caused by global warming. The landscape, resembling the surface of the moon, is made of paleoglacial sediments, providing evidence that glaciers had already vanished in this region more than 1,000 years ago, long before industrialism. This monastery was built in a world recovering from a warming event, just like ours today. Understanding these past shifts gives us clarity, not panic about the future, Dr. Arya reflected. Once known as the City of Lakes, Leh was surrounded by water bodies like those in Spituk and Shea. However, with declining glacial meltwater input, these lakes are shrinking. For instance, Tsomariri Lake has lost about 1 meter of depth over the past 1,000 years, equating to roughly 8 meters over the last 11,714 years. This alarming trend underscores the gradual depletion of freshwater reserves long before industrialization. Himalayan rivers, sculpted by glaciers, have constantly evolved with time. The Pangong River, once a tributary of the Shok River, is now a lake because of decreased glacial melt. Similarly, the Saraswati River, which once flourished, is now extinct, but its paleochannels remain, giving insights into long-term climate changes. These changes prove rivers are living landscapes, continuously shaped by climate shifts. The Arya sea cycles remind us that climate change follows a natural rhythm. These cycles help us understand that warming and cooling phases have shaped Earth for millennia. By decoding these patterns, we can predict future climate challenges and develop sustainable strategies to adapt and thrive. Hydropower is not renewable because glacial melt provides the raw material, water, for dams. As glaciers shrink, water input will decrease, reducing energy production and proving that hydropower is dependent on climate cycles. Using his climate cycles, Dr. Arya predicts that global warming will continue till 2300, a new cooling phase will begin thereafter. Glaciers will return naturally, as they have in previous cycles. Enjoy warming, it's natural. Glaciers are vanishing, and with them our freshwater reserves. Clearing snow for roads accelerates glacier melting. Building tunnels in Khar and Changla could help protect glacial reserves while ensuring connectivity. Additionally, sustainable habitats should be constructed in geologically safe zones, away from paleochannels and ancient shorelines which are prone to extreme climate events. This is the story of Earth's climate, revealed through the eyes of a geologist. Enjoy global warming, it's natural. Special thanks to Aamodini Arya and Ina Arya, a Tethys Museum Foundation production.